What's good, future millionaires? We back with another banger, man. We got a Volted update today. We got 10 days left until Volt Inu is officially launched. So we're going to look at the chart, look at some Volt Inu updates, and also break down what's going on with Volt Inu and how they can benefit us as Volt Inu holders. So first off, good morning to another Volted day, says Vatoshi. Taking the voltage from DeFi to the real world, volticard.net. Make sure y'all tap in right here. I'll put this link in the description section. Make sure y'all get y'all Volti cards if you haven't applied for it yet. It says, did you order the physical or the virtual Volti card? I have a video coming soon once my physical card gets here, basically just showing how it works in real time. Also, congratulations to Crypto Clover 94 for winning the giveaway. We have the $100 in Ethereum to one person every day for the next 20 days, it appears. Also, we got burning Volt tokens and burning VDSCs at the same time. Volt Inu is coming. So another warning right there on the horizon, letting us know that, that time is coming. Tomorrow, we'll only be, just about a week away from that release. So I think we're going to see some excitement coming back to Volt Inu, even though the overall market is down right now. And if we look from a technical standpoint as well, Volt Inu doesn't look like a bad buy right now. So Vatoshi says this dragon is volted and still under 1 Ethereum. Also bullish on the VDSC NFT collection. If you take a look at that, you can see right now the floor price is sitting over 0.6 Ethereum. I'm not sure exactly what that is. Let's take a look real quick. So 0.67 Ethereum, if you take a look here, that's the floor price. So we got only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Only 9 NFTs left until the floor price goes up to 0.71 Ethereum. So if you're thinking about grabbing one right now, might be the time to do that. So let's get back over here to Twitter. Vatoshi says 8 years ago, Ethereum had about the same market cap as Volt right now. Would you have managed to hold Volt? Would you manage to hold Volt 8 years for the same result? So obviously, if you do the math, that'll be well worth it. Even if you created separate bags, I like to do short-term, medium, and long-term bags. That way you have the opportunity to be able to take profits from, different bags at different times without losing your overall position, especially if the project, goes to levels nobody expected. And you always want to still have a bag of that. So that's one of my strategies for making sure I still keep a little with me. But if you could time travel back to 2015 and invest 1,000 in any token, which would you pick? So we could see at this time Bitcoin was at a $3 billion market cap. XRP was at a $256 million market cap. Litecoin was at a $128 million market cap, and Ethereum was at a $94 million market cap at only $1.29 per Ethereum. That's crazy to think about. Bitcoin at this time was only $239 per Bitcoin. So, you want to connect the dots, and have that foresight and see a project like Volt Inu that's constantly building, constantly developing, constantly keeping the community engaged, constantly advertising, just looking for, as many ways to provide value as possible. Those are projects you want to look for and, think of it from a long-term perspective. Now, also shout out to the Volt Inu influencers, keeping everybody updated with everything. Shout out to Believes, shout out to Ladybug, shout out to Gangbangers. And then we got Vatoshi saying the Volt Inu launch is going to be something, but the day the first airdrop is announced will be a whole different story. So that's what I'm really waiting for. We got the breakdown of how you'll be rewarded, or how the Volt Inu ecosystem will be rewarded through Volt Inu. And once I break this down for y'all that haven't seen it, you're gonna like what we see. So Vatoshi says, the launch is going to be big. Already it's going to be something a lot of people are talking about. But once that first airdrop comes through, that's what is really going to get people going. Now, think about it. We have artificial intelligence going out there trying to find as many airdrops as possible, taking those funds and bringing it back to the Volt Inu holders. That's going to be a massive airdrop. I think on that first one, we might see, possibly a few million. So bullish on that. Also, Vatoshi says Volt Inu.
Nice. I don't even know what that means.
No one knows what it means, but it's provocative.
No, it's not. It
gets the people going.
I don't even know.
So Vatoshi says Volt Inu until they see the first airdrop. Also, together when it's quiet, together when it's voting, together at the bottom, together at the top. That's what you call community right there. And, you know, overall, you can see a lot of communities being shaken right now by the time that we're in with all the market turmoil going on. A lot of banks collapsing, a lot of crypto exchanges collapsing. Some people are losing faith, but you do not see that, not even a little bit, in the Volt army. So that's good to see as well, that we got that positive sentiment. So shout out to Optimum Hustle. Also, CoinDCX says, do you know that Volt is a community-driven crypto offering a one-stop destination for DeFi products? So think about that. That's one of Volt Inu's utilities, to create decentralized finance products and utilities for the space. So it's always going to have, you know, new utilities or new technologies that can bring value back to Volt Inu. So that's a project that, you know, you really want to have on your radar, if it's not already. So OKX says, which crypto are you the most bullish on this week? Obviously, let me adjust this over. Okay. So obviously, you know, we got to represent with the Volt army. Okay, got that out there. Make sure y'all come retweet this as well. Go to my page. Make sure y'all follow me at DecemberDeMarco. Retweet that out. Let them know which crypto y'all are most bullish on. Then we got Vitoshi sharing a meme with, you know, somebody put together with puzzle pieces and saying the one that makes it all Volt. This one piece right here. You know, Volt Inu could be that for the market. If we, you know, set this, you know, if Volt Inu, you know, really has a breakout that a lot of people end up following, that could be the trigger to get the bull market going. Right now, we already got tokens like Pepe, you know, trying to give meme coins that spark again, but we're also going to need some true utility. So developing these utilities like Volt Eco is going to be very beneficial for us holders. Looking forward to that. And also think about, you know, what we already have. VoltChange, VoltFlex. For VoltFlex, not out yet, but we know that's coming. VoltFlex, VoltGames, VoltCard, Volt Eco. You know, think about what's to come in the next year or so. So Vitoshi says, when the Voltage goes mainstream, we barely started. And Sharon retweet from Yvonne saying, use my Volti card anywhere I go. Feel so special when using a Volti card. Shout out to Yvonne for using that card, you know, representing the Volt Army. And you can take a look right here. She has the VIP member on there with the Volt logo. And I believe I just seen somebody updating their card, getting a metal gold version. So we're going to check that out also. And then how big will the Volt bull run be? The bull about to run. Vitoshi coming through with the memes again. Shout out to Game Bangers and shout out to Hidnot Crypto. Vitoshi also says the more you build, the more it becomes possible to build, because as you introduce new utilities, that attracts new investors, brings more money into the ecosystem, and the more money that comes into the ecosystem allows you to create and develop new utilities and build even bigger. So shout out to Jake Believes, shout out to Crypto Latina, shout out to Pablo holding it down on the front lines. So this is what I want to show y'all right here. We got the metal or gold Volti card soon if you're a dragon. So it sounds like, you know, maybe if you're a Volt Inu VDSC NFT holders, we might get access to these physical gold metallic cards. So that's going to be pretty dope. So yeah, that's our update for Volt Twitter. Make sure y'all stay on the lookout for Volt Eco. Within the next 10 days, it will be launched. Again, let's take a look at the VDSC NFT collection. Holding these NFTs, you will get benefits from Volt Eco. So that's just one benefit right there. We already been receiving payouts through that. And then here's the breakdown. So I'm gonna go over this post for those who aren't too familiar or might not have heard of Volt Eco. So it's time to vote. Volt Eco will be launched within the next, this was said 3 weeks at the time, but now it's only 10 days. But before doing so, let's look into what it is, what it does, and how it works. What is Volt Eco? It is a unique utility using AI technology, automation, and smart contracts to collect existing and upcoming crypto protocol airdrops, to then sustain the Volt ecosystem by rewarding holders and ensure project development. Why Volt Inu? As detailed yesterday, airdrops are becoming a big narrative and trend in the space. When looking at some of the examples listed below, it was obvious that automating these tasks can become an even bigger revenue stream. So you won't have to manually go collect these airdrops. They'll automatically come and be dispersed throughout the Volt Inu ecosystem. So what does it mean for Volt and the VDSC? Proceeds from every successful airdrop will be split as follows. So here's the breakdown. 25% will go to Volt Inu farming pools. 20% will go to Volt buybacks and burns, so burning the token itself, and then 10% will go to VDSC buyback and burns, so buying back the Volt Inu NFTs and decreasing that supply, making each one more rare. 45% for the Volt ecosystem operations and future airdrops funding. So some funds will go to put back into the pot to disperse again through other airdrops, and also to keep the lights on, keep operations going, pay employees and whatnot to keep everything running. So how to join a farming pool? For those looking for that, this will require you to stake a minimum of 3 billion Volt plus 1 VDSC, which will give you 1 share of the pool. The first pool will open within 3 weeks, but now this should be 10 days. Check out the deck for further details on the contribution period and terms. So it says 3 billion Volt tokens plus 1 VDSC NFT, 6 billion Volt tokens plus 2 VDSC NFT, 9 billion Volt tokens plus 3 VDSC NFTs, 12 billion Volt tokens plus 4 VDSCs NFTs, 15 billion Volt tokens plus 5 VDSC NFTs, 15 billion Volt tokens plus 5 VDSCs NFTs, corresponding to 5 shares, will be the maximum allowed per wallet. The first pool will be capped at a total of 600 billion Volt tokens plus 200 VDSCs. So basically each pool will be made up of 200 shares. So at max you can get about 5 slices out of that 200 shares, unless you decide to create multiple wallets and do 5 from each wallet. But let's take a look at Volt Inu on the chart before we get up out of here. So right now Volt up 0.36% in the market. Taking a look at it here on the DeFi side, price is appearing to be, slightly in an uptrend, but really overall it looks like it's consolidating in this range where we are. Candles are getting thinner though. That's a good sign that, the price likely wants to break out. Will it be to the upside, to the downside? We don't know yet, but if it does go to the upside, it's looking like it wants to target this middle Bollinger Band at that 1413 level. And if it goes to the downside, it might target this lower Bollinger Band area if it doesn't make a lower low at that 997 level. And if it goes all the way to make a lower low, then obviously it would have to go below this 824 point. So, if you want to be wise and just set some buy orders down in this level, just in case it wicks down there, and you'll be able to get filled at that price, and obviously the Volt Army is bullish and is going to buy the price right back up to around these levels, then, that would be, a good thing to do. But remember, this is not financial advice. Can't tell you to buy, sell, or hold. Do whatever is best for you. But that's all we got for this video. Appreciate y'all for pulling up, and we are